I repotted this grafted Japanese white pine 3 seasons ago, so it's been sitting in this tiny pot for a bit more than 3 years. It has performed reliably great these 3 years, so I'm very curious to see how the root system looks now. All of these years I'm contemplating of changing the front of the tree around 180 degrees, something like that, but this will be dependent on the nebari. I have styled the tree just before repotting 3 years ago, and I removed all the wires about 2 months ago. So even though it had wires on for 3 years and they've just been removed, the foliage looks wild. That's because none of these foliage was on the tree 3 years ago, and everything you see is unstyled growth and backbudding. I've also left two sacrificial branches on for 3 seasons. First, to accelerate the thickening of the trunk, second, to accelerate the aging of the bark, and third, to produce scions for grafting, as I find this DNA very attractive. This February I grafted 7 trees just from these side branches of the sacrificed trunks. The root system looks very squeezed, which, even though it's okay for the tree, I personally prefer to repot sooner, so I guess it should be 2 seasons between repottings for this tiny pot. I remove all of the thick roots now, as there are plenty of feeder roots to support a healthy growth. I always try to leave about 50% of the root ball under the trunk untouched. It is okay for a seedling to be bare rooted, but older trees it's much safer to keep a part of the root system intact. Because of the small size of the pot, I will not use pumice, which for me it has a bigger particle size, but rather just the zeolite, which has a smaller particle size, and I will add some small pine bark pieces. As the nebari on the backside looks much better and actually it looks great, I decided on the radical front change. And as the nebari evolved these past 3 years, I can lift the tree a bit higher and expose this improved wider nebari to the viewer. This will also elevate the foliage higher, but I will style the tree again in October and I will place everything lower. Now, after the repotting, the shape of the canopy looks off for now, but I'm pretty positive it will look great in autumn. Due to the small size of the pot, a moss cover is necessary to carry the tree through our hot summers, and just for that I've selected and collected 3 species of moss just to add some interest. I can't wait for restyling this little one, and my intention is that it will look something like that if of course I remove the sacrificial trunks as well. And that is just the beginning for this tree. Thank you for your time.